Um,
I think me too, I've been like in the same head space. I don't,
mm,
there is a zone I'm in when I am like in full
mm,
scalping mode or in like day trading in and out of
you
trade.
know,
But there are just some
yes, you
times
know.
where you just wait for a longer term setup and just
Exactly.
choose peace.
Just choose peace. I'm telling you, just choose peace. Exactly. And then, just with your risk and you know what's so beautiful? It was only just gold and GU that I traded last week. And like the fact that I swing traded them, because I think I took the trade, I got into the trade on Monday or so, and it wasn't done till like, was it Wednesday? They timed the day Wednesday. And I mean, it was just so beautiful to see that the market was doing exactly the same thing over and over from like that point where you started, you got your confirmation entry, it will break a structure, it will retest and not in this, it will break another. I was like, wow, please. So I could just do just two. Are you kidding? Like just two trades, because last week was like really like the first time I just like I just tried swing trading. Before I used to just do every other day, wake up 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for me, or that kind of a thing. So,
Yeah.
but just those setups, I was just like, hey, wait, oh, what's this zone I just got into?
Yeah.
And with like every break and retest, I had always been practicing before now and telling myself that the market does is, break and retest. And, at that point of another retest, can always get another entry and
Yeah.
stuff, instead of just jumping in front of a momentum because you feel like, oh, this will still, despite get to TP. So I was just really patient and I waited for like retest to happen. And, at like the second retest that happened, I just took some other entries and these things just kept going over and over. Hey, I'm like, God, no. What it feels like.
Yeah. It's really, it's bliss when you keep seeing patterns.
I was
And
excited like a
it
kid that
doesn't
just
mean you
got
are like a
candy.
swing trader, but it's just,
No,
let's say you opened it on Monday and closed on Wednesday. That's still part of intraday trading,
intraday.
because you are actually, you waited for your setups. Intraday is not scalping. Intraday is not, it doesn't mean you have to get up in the day. It's, your trades can close the next day. It doesn't mean like, oh, because you hear
Oh,
people
okay.
that say, oh, I'm done trading for the day. It means like they are done maybe placing the trades, but you don't know, nobody knows when the market will finish out. I used to make the mistake of
Yes.
like even up until recently, I used to make the mistake of trying to box in the market and say by Monday sell, by Tuesday buy, by this, but you can't control price. You can't say this is when it can consolidate, because it can be at a level of Fibonacci
Yes.
consolidates before it gets there, and then
Yes.
you are now
For
in
I guess, yes.
because you want to control it.
Yes.
And personally, I have to
Yes.
trace it to my personal life. I could see like I
Mm.
like to be in control of things, even with
In
relationships
control.
that I've
Yeah.
had with people. Like I liked to like always know what was happening, even if
Yeah.
it's not happening at my time, in my way, or this thing. Like I get irritated. So
Repeated.
market will really teach you to teach you to be humble. So yeah, I'm really glad and I'm proud of you. That is like tremendous growth. And you
Thank
know,
you.
I remember on the group when we're talking about like different emotions and you mentioned euphoria too.
Euphoria.
Yes, so it's a good thing to key into. So when you are losing trades, you want to see why, and those emotions, even though that one can keep you like trading depression
Keep,
for
yes. Oh, yes.
but
I know I
even
had to work on that.
yes, even the winning one can put you in a position where the next time maybe you probably get into the trade, you were impatient. Like I've heard it with a lot of traders. I've watched videos of people that have done funding challenges and have gotten out of it, and they're like, oh, when I got to this stage, I started losing. Why? Because I had gotten so much wins, and before I could balance myself back up. So maybe if you are not seeing it, just I think that's a time to not even have it like a stricter rule and a tighter, like maybe a lower lot size or something, just to keep yourself patient.
Grounded.
Yeah, keep yourself grounded. Yeah. Like there was a funding challenge that I took one time, and I think they said to move the account to 10K, and I got to 9K.
Yeah.
I got to 109K. And I was like, yeah, easy peasy. I didn't know how the account got back to 102. Because I'm like,
Wow.
because I got to 9K in like a week. So when I got to 102, it's harder to like get back on the track, like get back on track when you lose someone, when you're being in like a huge drawdown. Do you understand? But I was able to scale up the account, like get myself, find peace and find rest, and just like do psychology things to get back,
Oh, psychology, that part. It just can't even be underestimated, because it's, when it's just now that some realizations are hitting me, and I'm like, when they really say trading is, some people are like 70%, 80%, 90% psychology and all of that. It's literally it. But before now, I wasn't able to relate to that sentence, because it was a bit ambiguous and vague for me. I was like, I'm saying psychology. And
let me just learn a strategy.
Yes, exactly. That was what it was for me. But there was a realization that hit me this week, and it just said to me, psychology is actually your person. See, forget all those things that are telling you trade like a robot, do the this, do the that. Ask yourself some questions. What gets you anxious on the charts? What makes you impatient? What keeps you, and when I identified and I asked, okay, when I'm this is what happens to me, and it was like, oh, so this is the mirror moment they say.
Yeah.
That your chart is like a mirror of yourself. You just literally just have to pay attention to the things that trigger you, or the things that help you succeed. And that is your own definition of your psychology. I mean, for me, that was how I approached it. And, reading a lot of self-help books, I've been consuming a lot, like within the last couple months, and they just really helped put my mind quicker. I was like, see, trading has changed my life. I don't know if I didn't venture into this journey. I don't know what. I don't think there's another version of my life that would have wanted to. Something like that.
Yeah, and that's why I actually put in the trading journal, like, because I had actually finished, structuring the trading journal, and I was like, trading is psychology. I want people to be able to document, like, I want it to be so detailed. So what can we add? So I now started thinking, like, what were the things that got me through my psychology process? Like, okay, so you are bringing you to the charts. My own process is not the same as yours. So what are exactly what you said now? That's exactly what's there. Like, what that just goes to show that it's the same thing for everybody. Your answers are just different. What are the things that get you anxious? Think about it. I mean, I had to tap into my childhood with trading. I had to tap into why there are times where, why I react the way I react, because sometimes I'm a very chill person and I don't like respond to situations. Even in the past, people have told me I don't like people shouting at me at all. Like, I hate it so much. And that kind of came from, when I was younger, my dad used to shout a lot before he passed. Like, he used to, like, it was so much out. So it's sorry. Like, no, thank you. Like, it was like I now found a hiding place inside me where I'm like quiet in my mind. So when I'm talking to someone and person is shouting, like, I don't hear you. You are just, when you are done, I'll probably reassess the situation. So I had to like think, like, okay, I don't like this kind of situation. There is a way it makes me feel. So when stuff like this is happening on the chat and there's a lot of chaos and like there's this happening, so I tend to like withdraw back and I don't do anything. I tend to freeze.
Mm.
Those kind of things is like what are
Things, yeah, those
like,
emotions.
yeah, those emotions. So how do you act when you're anxious? How do you act when you are in drawdown? It makes you sad, it makes you doubt yourself, it makes you,
Mm.
and some people it might just give them extra ginger to go ahead and hit it and hit it and hit it.
Mm.
So it's different answers for everyone. So know thyself truly. Know thyself.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
yeah, trading will really
Wow.
be is really good. I mean, everybody will have to go through a process or the other in life. But trading is one of the industries that will really
That's
bring
in.
you out.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes, it
and
is.
once you've gotten to this stage, I also wanted to mention that the reason why you couldn't relate to psychology was because you were
Mm.
trying to get down the knowledge aspect. You were
Mm.
in that
Yeah.
process of having the right education. So having the right education is the first,
Yeah.
because we all learned trading, like this thing can give you money. Okay, fine. How does it give money? How does this work? So that's the first step. You are learning this. So once you learn all that, you will now realize that, okay, I know it now. How do I now win
Mm.
in? Really, this thing works, structure works. I see breaks and retest.
Yes.
If you go and back test last week, you will see the break and retest somewhere. You'll be like, oh, this is what happened at
Yes.
that time,
Yes.
right? You will see these
And
things happen. But why didn't you get in at that time?
yes.
Because of psychology.
See, yes. Yes. And by my experience, man, back testing is where the magic happens, is
Yeah.
where the gold mine is. Like I've like like you'd always say nothing beats chat time. Like
Yeah.
the first time you said that thing to me, she just say that. She said
Mhm.
she has done this 100 times. She said repetition over and over. Okay. I just took it around with it. Like backtesting is just where I just like for me was where I saw all the miracles. I'm like, really? So I can actually trust that this is what happens. And it's just the same, whether you're in any pair or anything. And I've come to even a place that because of the way a lot of people always said, oh, your aesthetic, this is that. Yeah, your aesthetic is a big boy and all of that. But I sat down and looked at your aesthetic. It actually follows structure. It's not as if it's one alien, I don't know, index or something that it just draws its own this thing. It's just that it just moves really faster. So I was like, is that actually follows structure? I've taken my time so on good. I'm like, code actually follows like it's a bit like the word is like the edge works. Your
Mm.
trading, like your trading plan, your trading system works. It's actually just you and whatever limiting beliefs you had or you picked up along the way that is just blinding you. I'm like,
Yeah. Exactly. And now, once you've gotten to that point where you are now, is now the consistency to know that, okay, this works. This is
that's the word.
like
Mm.
staying with your trading plan. You found your trading plan. Now you found the technical analysis trading plan. You found the psychology trading plan.
Mm.
Stick to it. That's just like that's the rest of it. So when you hear people say, "Oh, trading is easy. This is so easy money," all of those things, because they've conquered all of this. Because
Mm.
if you've actually watched all the successful traders, watched podcasts, listen to everybody, both the old and the new people that have learned along the way and all that, and you heard their story. Everybody has like a similar story when it comes to trading,
Mm.
and you hear them how they conquered it. Was like it's like almost the same. It's like you get it past that psychology, that self-mastery.
Yeah.
Do you and no, like some people will say, okay, what got them together? If they ask you what made a difference with your trading, they won't say I found structure. They won't say I found the best strategy. Somebody said I got my room together. I started cleaning my room more. Like I started being
Wow.
more organized in my life. So that now helped me to be more organized on the charts. So it's like
Wow.
you bringing you. So it's different for everybody. Maybe some people now like I don't people's lives are like different. They have like different jobs that they are doing. So you have to know how to merge trading with your life and make it to fit your life. You make it fit your life so that you don't get too caught up in the chaos. And that's why I believe like we have different time frames because everybody can everybody can work for anyone, right? But not everybody can do it, but it's
Yes.
there for everybody, but not everyone can
Everybody.
stick to it. Not everyone has. I was talking to one of my friends, my real estate partner that is like, Bolu, come and do real estate. Like, come. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm in it, but I'm not in it, but trading is my jam. Like, he said, I can't do it if there's a bot. I said, I don't do bots.
Mm.
I said I can't do it. I said that's
Wow.
fine. That's fine. That's really, really fine. I'm actually currently of the opinion that not everybody can. You don't have to, like, you really don't in fact,
Yeah.
if you are new, I won't be preaching for you to get into trading. I'm more of the traders that are already trading, you should be successful. If you are new, see, let me tell you, you're going to go through fire. Okay, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you come out victorious. You will, it's guaranteed if you stay the
Victorious.
course. Or can you stay the course? Like,
Mm.
can you stay the course?
Mm.
And it's different times for everyone. And another recent revelation that I had with trading is that nobody knows the time that they will succeed in trading.
Yes.
You don't know the time
Hmm.
frame. I think like one of the myths is like, oh, you once you already learn this skill, you know it for life. You start trading, but the time like the process that it would take for me to apply
Yeah.
what I've learned is different from other people. So it can take some people 4 months, it can take some people 8 months, it can take some people 2 weeks. Someone told me he learned it in 2 weeks and he was able to do it. So when people ask me like, okay, so if I start now, if I take your course now, like how long would I take the course? I'm like, okay, wait for like I'll say 12 weeks, but if you can take it for 5 weeks, that's great. But it
Wow.
depends on you when you are able to, apply yourself. So I can't give you a concrete answer and say when will you start making money in trade.
Money.
People like to say like, oh, once I put in this money,
Yeah.
I'm able to double my money back. It's more about the skill here. So yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Every other person, have you guys been relating to what we are saying? Gift, Yejide, Billy.
Yes, ma.
Oh, Gift, how are you doing though?
I'm
Uh,
fine, ma.
have
Good
you have
evening,
you
ma.
gone through this process that we are? Good evening. Have you gone through this process because I know that you particular you are in your knowledge stage, in your trying to get this how this works stage. So
Yes,
like
ma.
what Diana said that she thought like the psychology part was vague. You might not be able to tap into it now until you now start applying the knowledge that you have. Then know that you are going to go through the psychology phase. Do you understand?
Yes, ma.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Yeah, okay. All right, Believe said in the chat. Believe you don't like to unmute your mic. You said yes in the chat, and yeah. All right. So let's quickly get into this. Oh, no problem, no problem. This is working. Um, charts last week. We had NFP on Friday, and the numbers really came out. They came out well. I didn't really study the NFP thing because I'm not like I've reduced fundamental analysis because I have a lot of things that are prone to give me anxiety everywhere. So I've reduced what I can control. So I don't really go to news, but I just glanced through my FX.
Yes.
Um, I just glanced through my FX book and I saw that okay, it was better than expected. And I saw on Friday the dollar shift down. I like trading on Fridays, right? Because early Friday I saw this DXY like just reversing back, and then it pushed down. The news just pushed it down, and but before the market closed on Friday, it went up, which is like a typical Friday behavior. Excuse me. And with gold, I was also watching gold. And on Wednesday, when I did my midweek like reanalysis, I could see gold going up. Um, I could see gold going up, and we had that push, during that time. So when news happened, let me even go on a lower time frame. When news happened, it brought out this week here. And some people that are just starting off, and I think we all went through this process, like you will get, let me even go on 5 minutes more so that it's like, let me see if I can replay this. Can I? So when the news first breaks out, price first shot up and immediately immediately rejected down. Some people would have started selling at this point, ignoring the previous structure. I mean, you could have said like, this is weak exhaustion here, blah, blah, blah. And price has actually hit the first take profit level. Okay. Because I was watching this and I'm like, if I was in this trade, I want to put the fib. If I was like in this trade here, I would have gotten out when it hits this first TP here, which is like really good, which re-emphasizes the fact that news actually pushes your trade to its like desired place. But price is totally in an uptrend structure, and you don't jump in with the news. You wait for it to like do what it's doing, because it will go back up and or to whatever direction. So that was just like a typical Friday news behavior, where it actually went up and then came down again just to go back up again. So this week, quickly, I'm going to just show you guys GJ and gold. So for gold, I have gold currently going up, just because we have this impulse here that broke this structure. So this is like a minor structure buy. So when price opens, I want to see, let me move this. I want to see price retest this demand zone here, which is also like previous supply, a previous resistance. So I want to see price come back to test that level and see what I have around this place. If it respects it and I see like candlesticks that give me confirmation to buy, I will take the buy and then adjust my fib. So if I adjust this fib right here, so it's currently at 23.6%. So I'm expecting like consolidation, except it comes back down to like this 38.2, or we'll see how far it will retrace. Sure. Because it can easily go to 61%, 61.8%. So I just want to see if it's going to be a buy. I'll be more comfortable taking it if it does do retracement to around 38.2. But if it doesn't, I'll just leave it and see what next price does with gold. So that's my look on gold at first. We are still overall major structure in a downtrend with gold, but currently this is what I see. With GJ, so Believed asks, like, do you actually wait for candlestick confirmation first, or when it gets to your area you enter the trade? Part of my entry checklist, because if you watch the psychology video that we did like weeks ago, where it talked about how to write your trading plan, you should have an entry checklist. So part of the things on my entry checklist is when we actually get to our area where we have like 3 confluences of analysis. So let's say we're at the trend line, we're at resistance, and Fibonacci is at a place. So that's like 3 confirmations. So now to enter now, I now go on the lower time frame. So that lower time frame should be retesting something. When it is retesting that, I want to see rejection candlestick. So either exhaustion at that area or momentum. So momentum in the sense that if I want to sell at this level, I need to see like bearish momentum candlesticks, which is like you're engulfing and all that. And I also want to see bullish rejections. So it's just like understanding who is in control of price right now. So at this point of retest here, I think I should use gold because yeah, so if it comes back to this level that I'm looking at, I'm looking to buy, right? So I want to see the buyers in control of that area. So yes, you want to look for candlestick variations in that place. Does that answer your question? So I'll move to GJ.
Oh, come on.
Yes, okay. So with GJ, I'm expecting an overall sell, but I want price. Price really ended up aggressive on Friday. So yesterday was Friday, right? I had to quickly attend to something, and this was around like 5 p.m. or so that this happened Nigerian time. So I was in this trade for a buy because I could see this. So I was in it for a buy around here, and I was like I was 30 pips up. So that was supposed to be a scalp, which I shouldn't have taken because I was like busy. But I saw it and I was like, let me just quickly scalp this. So it got to this first TP and my alert rang, but I was not with my laptop and everything, so I couldn't close down the trade. So it ended up hitting like break even and me not taking my 50 pips that I had already gotten. So lesson, always set your not always set your take profit, or just pay attention, because I was on the move. And yeah, I just didn't pay extra attention. I was like complacent about the trade. So that hit my take profit for one account, my break even for one account, and then the other one is in a little bit of drawdown, which I'm going to close, just take my L and leave like I should have. So but for this week, not this week, when the market opens out, because of this momentum that happened here, I want to see if price will respect a fib retracement level. Okay, so it's going to retrace back and test retest rather a level of maybe come back to 61.8 or something. But currently it's at this supply zone here, which is a test of this fib. So it can easily stop here and keep going down to hit this first take profit. So how would I know that this will stop here is when I see those reasons, those exhaustions, or whatever the case may be. So with GJ, I'm not really concrete as to what he's doing, but I do know like this momentum, this push was really strong. So even if I adjust this fib here, that he hit 78.6 and then came down to like touch this 78.6, still means like we still have momentum to get to the second take profit level, right? But it's not when price gets to 78.6 like that, it doesn't just push aggressively, it will come back, retrace, be creating like lower highs and lower lows and all that. That's something inside the cost. But yeah, so I'll just wait for GJ, honestly, and probably gives me another structure. But I do see this momentum finishing up. I do see this coming down. It's just like a matter of time if we are going to push to a higher level. And I'm aware that this is an order block on 4 hour. That's why let me make this my lower time frame color. This box that I drew here is like a supply zone here. Can see all of these places. So I'm still aware that price can easily, come back and retest this place before coming down. But GJ is in a consolidation on a higher time frame. It's very choppy, and price needs to tell us its direction. I'm leaning more towards like it's selling overall because I have this major structure fib around here. Where is that? Yeah. Okay, here. From this top, we've been like in a consolidation with GJ, where we have this, but if you can see, price keeps creating lower highs even inside this consolidation. So we'll see where we are at with this. GJ, so this is the fib I'm talking about. So if we can get this push down here, great. But that's major structure. With GJ, and the last thing I want to check is BTC for this call. Nasdaq has been doing wonders, and last week, I mentioned like it was going to go up, it was going to keep going down before like retracing, but we'll see what that does. Let's look at BTC. BTC also has been awesome. I don't really have monthly levels and weekly levels for BTC here. I was gonna do this. Why does this keep happening all the time? So let me see. But from these lines that I just drew here now, from this structure, just hit like TP1. Okay. And this trade I was gonna call out, right? Because this was like clear as day. I could see like the continuation. This is like a textbook, continuation pattern. You have a bearish impulse and then you have a flag just to continue down, which is like over 100 pips here, right? So that was good. But I'm more comfortable if BTC comes back to retest this daily trend line that it broke and comes back here, which is half of this week, 50% of this week, and take out the liquidity up here. But because of the momentum, we could keep pushing down to finish up. Okay, but I'm leaning towards it more like retesting that since we've hit this first take profit level, but there is no guarantee that since we hit first take profit level, it's gonna stay there, right? So we just have to watch for what price is doing. I think I should do it. Let me mark up the weekly level. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let me go on monthly and see where price is at. Okay, so how I mark up BTC and indices is quite different from how I mark up normal pairs on the monthly and weekly levels, because they are just different. These indices and crypto is like very volatile, so you want to be it's not the same as just marking up down. So what I'm doing is just to put price at the highest and lowest point that I'm seeing, right? And look for these places. So normally if I have time, I always just change these numbers, change the price to like make it look better, approximate the number, just so. I learned this a while back that you can't, when they are moving price, they're not saying I'm taking BTC to 47943.88. Nobody has time for that. You just say okay, 47,900. Yeah. So on the weekly, mostly I look for order blocks here. This is how I do the markup for my indices most times and BTC. Then you want to look left. So currently you can see on this weekly level that BTC is literally retesting this previous resistance zone here. So we are at a level of support. So will that support hold here, right? Will it hold here? So it can keep coming down to this area and consolidate here for a while. So if we have enough exhaustions and bullish momentum here, then it should hold for BTC to go up, because it's literally a retest of that 2017 resistance that broke and never came back to retest. So BTC is a lesson that for every break, there is a retest, even if the retest finished a lot of people's life. For every break, there is a retest. Okay, it will happen one way or the other, even if it's from 2017 to 2022. One day, that retest will happen. The retest finna happen. So I'm just trying to rush through this actually, but I just want to have some like levels. I can actually put here, but I doubt price will come here. So it's irking me as I'm not doing this. But I'll do that later. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I go on the daily. Let's see what the daily structure is saying. So structure, right? Price has been in a downtrend, been creating lower highs and lower lows, normal textbook structure. We'll draw a trend line there. So this is like a previous support level here. Again, I want to use the most recent price. So let me expand this a bit, because yeah. So this draw more into the future. So I think I'll go on Okay, let me pull one more box. Window is going to be really purple. Are you guys following? You guys still here?
Yes.
Okay, so let me
Yes, ma'am.
see where price is at with this current fib here. Oh, literally at the okay. Can you see that we hit TP1, which aligns with that monthly support and everything? So we can still come down and be consolidating in this area for a while. I won't be comfortable taking in any buys till we break and retest, but it's BTC now. It's BTC. When I say it's BTC, I mean it's quite erratic, but it does follow structure, you know. So let me see if I can draw a trend line for because I think I saw. So I'm like mostly looking at what can I see price doing in all these places. You know, I can draw this trend line here. You know, if you don't like too much rough work, it's crossing too much. I don't think it needs, since I already have this trend line. So that's done. That already broke and retested actually. This already broke and retested here. So what I would do is do this very steep trend line. Very steep. So each time frame is bringing us closer to price more. Let's make this here. Yep. Okay. Let's put a 4-hour fib again. I think is that TP1. So we're at the level of support. This is consolidation. So I want to see either that we break up or we break down at this point. So
Just like there's a 4-hour divergence too.
oh yeah. Oh, okay, great. Nice. Yeah. You can see. What is that? Yeah, divergence means two things doing the opposite. So yeah, that's true. This is creating lower lows. This RSI is creating higher lows. Is it? Yeah. Higher lows. So let's see. So this could take out this liquidity to fuel this up. So I won't be selling BTC, neither will I be buying till I get like confirmation. So this divergence is great confirmation plus is at support, but we are still, you know, conscious of this monthly level, because why did we draw this here? Because that was like a previous resistance area. So we are still conscious of that fact. So if we have like a break and retest of this instead of a liquidity sweep, that's great. Or price could actually sweep this liquidity like this, come back up, test this this one here, right, and then come back down to go up. That would be, yeah, but that's like long term, looking far. So when price comes up, this can easily buy up to this area before coming down. So go down to 1 hour. That's the time frame that I'll stop on to see if you have anything. So I'll draw out this zone. I mean, I took it up because of this, but that has been tested. Kimmy. Oh my God. Kimmy, come. I'm almost done. Come. Sorry, let me open the door back. Please give me a minute. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, I'll have this here now. But I can see a minor structural downtrend. I don't know if anybody can see it. I can see like a minor structural move going on. Outside here. Yeah, this makes sense for that liquidity. So let's wait for BTC to come down. Any scalper can take this actually. Currently, it's gonna sell. Looking at it to sell to that support area and retest this trend line actually. So I just wanted to have a view of what BTC was going to. That's why I did that markup. So yeah, we're inside consolidation, but inside consolidation, I can see this impulse correction, and then it's currently continuing down. Yeah, so for BTC, I'm watching. I doubt I can get a bus pattern, but let me see. Oh, what's anything good? No. No. You know what? No. I can use this one actually. Can actually use this. This would be cool. For BTC for now. So I'll watch for price to like come down. Then once it's at that level of support, we know that we are at a monthly level of support, and we can see like divergence on 4 hour, which would take like longer time to react, but it will eventually go up. So we are waiting to confirm a like nice buy. I'll be waiting for like a break and retest of this 1 hour zone here. So yeah. So does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Speaking of divergence, DXY2 is diverging. So this amazing bullish trend is coming to a halt soon.
Ma, like, is
Yeah.
it very important that we should always be checking our DXY before taking any trades, even when maybe you did your technical analysis and maybe it's coming down and the DXY is going up? Like, should we take the trade or we should just like focus on our DXY on all the currencies, maybe GPX or USD?
The DXY, if it's correlating with the pair that you're trading, so if you are trading Euro USD, so USD
Okay,
is the base, and you are checking literal USD here. DXY is USD. So if USD is going up, it means that the USD in Euro USD is going up. So it means Euro too will be going down, which is an extra confluence for you. It doesn't mean that
okay.
if USD is going up, automatically Euro is going down. Okay, it's just like an added confirmation. If Euro is at a point of resistance and you have your 3 confirmations, and then you see that, okay, plus the dollar is going up, that's like an extra confidence. Maybe you now add another trade, or you can increase your lot size because you have that extra confirmation, which is the same thing with JPY index and the JPY pairs. I don't trade these things, but it's just like an extra confirmation. as to what, to the other things. And if you notice too, with your USD, if you are trading USD CHF or USD CAD, they are always like bullish when USD2 is bullish. You get, because they are the base, they are the first currency there. Do you understand? Okay, yeah, so that's it, guys.
Ama, for the weekly and monthly key levels, should we be doing it every week, every new week, or we should just do it once and leave it there?
If you are just starting out, you should do it every week. Personally, right now, in the headspace that I am, I've been doing it every week for the past 3 weeks. But before, I didn't used to do it every week. I'll just leave it and then go up to check where it is at. But every week you want to go to your monthly, right? You don't necessarily have to delete all your charts. You can just go on monthly, see where price is at. If you need to add a new thing, you can. But you don't have to erase your chart every week, but you have to check every week. Do you get? And if you can erase your chart and remark up, that's like good exercise for you. So it will also help with your chart time, and you're putting in your 100 hours with this thing. Do you get? So recently, before this call, I actually remark up. I did GJ from the scratch again. That's why you don't really see like the previous trades that have been here. So I just did it again, and I've been doing that for a few weeks. That's because like I'm currently in a headspace where like I'm like refreshing everything. So if you need to do that, you do it, honestly. I recommend, if you are just starting out, you should keep remarking up, because you might miss something. Yeah. And for gifts, this BTC that I marked up is not how I mark up the pairs. Or you know how I mark up the pairs, right? Oh, he left already. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Have a good night, and I wish us a week full of pips. I'm watching gold and GJ mostly. If I'm able to mark up EJ has been really nice. I think I'm vibing with EJ. So yeah, if I see EJ and UCAD, I will check them out, but mostly GJ and gold. So you guys have a good week and have a great service tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.